I want to give a quick exclaimer. There are going to be anime characters in this chapter that I will not be able to pronounce. And heck, I don't even know some of them. So, yeah, I'm a little dumb and stupid. But, um, so there is some students who are in here who are not from Demon Slayer or K and Y. They are from other animes. I will not say who or what, but let's get on. It's already the second day of school, and they're already making us exercise. Dressed in my gym uniform, I make my way into the crowded gym looking for my gym teacher. Teacher. My gym teacher was a man named Levi Ackerman. Many students make fun of Mr. Ackerman because of his height as a gym teacher, with many students towering over him. But since the first day, the conveniences of making fun of his height is a 1v1 in any sport in which he always dominates. I take a seat on the gym bleachers. Break was fun with the Kazukis, was not as how I expected, except for Muzan. It was interesting. The good the good type of interesting. There was not as bad as how they were described in the anime. I wonder if they're in this class. Right as I had asked myself that, I felt a presence of several students sitting behind me. I turn around and am greeted with Sanami, Gyo, Kojiro, Senjiro, Shinobu, Michiro, and Yushiro, sorry. Oh, I tilted my head. What are you all doing here? Ah, Yin, Kojiro beams. It is nice to see you again. Sanmi throws me a glare before looking off into the other side of the gym. It was clear that he wasn't a fan of me. It's great that you're doing good, Shinobu beams. That smile seemed a little awkward, though. Did Obanai tell the Hashira about me hanging out with the Kazuki? No, he couldn't have. He doesn't care for those types of things. You guys aren't asking any questions? I squint. I know for sure I didn't see you guys here yesterday. There was some late changes in our placement in classes, Giyu tells me. Honestly, I was happy before that I wasn't in the same class as this girl. Giyu gives Shinobu a look. And that's why no one's friends with you, Giyu. Shinobu rolls her eyes. Either way, it's great that we're in the same class, Kojiro exclaims, making the similar-looking boy, Senjiro, look from Kojiro to me. He looked exactly like Kojiro, but smaller. Oh, since you two aren't properly met, this is my younger brother, Senjiro. My eyes twinkled up in awe at Senjiro's cuteness. I'm Yin, I smiled. Nice to meet you, Senjiro. Senjiro's eyes light up as he breaks into a cute smile, making my heart ache. That much makes him the vice president of the student council. My eyes then draft to Senjiro, to Michiro, to Yushiro. The Hashira and Senjiro go off, chatting, leaving me with the twins. Hey, you two. My voice flatters near the end, once making Michiro without his phone. He looked ghostly. Beside him, Yushiro is silent, as he was pulling on a string from his gym clothes. You look so nervous, Michiro. I bring my face closer to his to inspect. Just the class before this, you were pretty fine. Michiro remained in a small daze, ignoring me. However, Yushiro looked at me with not friendly eyes. Don't get close to him. Who do you think you are? He harshly spat. I sighed dejectedly. Yushiro the same as ever since this morning. Some part of me had hoped that me and Yushiro had gotten somewhat closer because of this morning, but he seems to be cold as ever. I forgot to log in and buy the limited items. Michiro mutters with a glossy eye in his look. I didn't tell who Michiro was talking to. Was it me, Yushiro, or all of us? All that time I spent. I awkwardly say, not knowing what Michiro was talking about. I had wanted to comfort Michiro anyway. Cheer up, Michiro. Before you know it, gym will be over. I reached out and ruffled Michiro's hair, making him look down at me, confused. What do you think you're... I reach out, cutting Yushiro off, rubbing his hair too. Hey! Yushiro scoffs, suddenly grabbing my wrist from his own head. He opens his mouth to say something rude, but a certain boy interrupts him. It's that damn girl! A familiar boar-wearing boy's voice booms from across the gym. I wonder if Yin-chan has gym. Yin-chan! Zenitsu calls out, waving amusingly at me. Inosuke, calm down. Tanjiro struggles against holding back Inosuke, who's stomping over towards me. Genya follows behind the two, his eyes falling onto the Hashira, and glancing towards Sanemi. He's as loud as a boar, Yushiro comments. To think you negotiate with these types of people. I'll be right back, I quickly said before hurrying off to stop Inosuke from making a bigger scene. Yin-chan! Inosuke exclaims, clinging onto my right arm with heart eyes. Let me go, Kenpachiro! Inosuke tries, shaking off Tanjiro. I challenge you to a duel, girl. Please, Inosuke! Tanjiro exclaims. Genya, please help. No. I'm going to beat you, Inosuke exclaims with me flinch. That was when Zenitsu noticed me flinching and connected the dots together. Inosuke? Zenitsu lowers his head. Is Yin-chan the one who ate your dropped food? Tanjiro's eye grips on Inosuke softens once he hears this. His eyes fall on mine, in which I give him a smile. Duh, and because of that, everyone thinks I lost to her. Inosuke huffs in anger. I want a rematch. Bam, bam. The two large red bumps appear on Inosuke's head done by Tanjiro and Inosuke. His eyes widen. You idiots, what are you... Inosuke gets cut off by Zenitsu saying, Inosuke, I hope the next tempura you eat will be your last. Seriously, Inosuke, how could you let her do something like that? Tanjiro scoffs. And she gave up her lunch? Say sorry. No, it's okay, Tanjiro. I smiled, tugging on his arm. Did you get sick? Tanjiro asked worriedly. I swear, Inosuke, you take it too far at times. Yeah, Inosuke, what happened if Yin-chan got sick, huh? Inosuke asks. Why are you taking her side? Inosuke exclaims. She's my opponent. It's okay, you guys, I exclaimed, trying to defuse the situation. I didn't get sick, so there's no need to worry. It was my fault, and I apologize, so please stop fighting. Zenitsu and Tanjiro sighed before giving me a sad look. If that's what Yin-chan wants, then all right. Inosuke, over the other hand, just looked furious. But before he could say anything, Mr. Ackerman gathers the class. Oi, Mr. Ackerman shouts once finishing taking everyone's attendance. Now class is going to start. Another gym teacher some of you might know challenged his class against mine. Mr. Ackerman, please tell us you said no. Yeah, our class is a mess. We have so many first years, and it's our second day. As I was saying, Mr. Ackerman ignores the class, please. He challenged me, and of course I accepted. Now get your asses off the benches. We're doing dodgeball. Oh, great. The underclassmen groan in despair, while the other underclassmen like Inosuke seemed excited. For me, I had no feeling towards what was happening. I just wanted to get it over with. The class gets down from the bleachers as the gym door opens, with another class pouring in. The other gym class enters following behind their teacher, Mr. Aizawa. They're going to kick your class's asses, Ackerman. Mr. Aizawa beams. Got some good ones this year. Oh, God. Oi, oi, oi. You're thinking too far ahead of yourself, Aizawa. Mr. Ackerman grins almost evilly. Even if we do lose, I'll still kick your ass outside of school. Bring it on, short ass. Aizawa stands chest to chest with Levi, towering over him. Levi glares quickly, taking a step back before shouting, "If you guys lose, it's detention." What? Our classes screech. What? I let out a dry chuckle. This school was an absolute absurd. Hey, the same goes for you, all of you too. Huh? Why us? Mr. Aizawa's class also screeches. But doing as they were all told, the two classes prepared themselves for dodgeball. From across the gym in Aizawa's class, at the corner of his eye, I noticed a few familiar Kizuki members. My yin! Doma waves ecstatically. I make my way over to the three boys before our dodgeball game starts. Doma leaps on me, hugging me tightly, although there was this strange feeling as if I was being watched with lots of hateful eyes for Doma. Not only Doma, but the Kazuki in general. You. Kokoshibo stares down at me. Hey, Kokoshibo. I smile up at him. He towers over me. Man, was really a walking tree. You can let go, Doma. I giggle. I wiggle him off of me. He gets off, but still has his arms around my waist. Akaza speaks out, making me forget all about Doma. You're lucky you're alive, first year. Akaza shakes his head. Muzan gave us an earful after you ran off. I thought he was going to murder you. Doma tearfully lets out. I'll be disheveled if anything happens to you. Look at what the cat dragged in. Shinobu giggles, almost mockingly at the Kazuki. Doma's eyes light up the sight of Shinobu. I turn to the sounds of the insect hashira to find almost all the hashira standing behind us. What the hell is going on here? Sanmi makes a face. All the hashira's eyes fall on Doma's arm still around my waist. My eyes widen. I let out a yelp, pushing myself away from Doma. However, his arms only tightened. What are you doing? I whisper shout to Doma, but he ignores me with a devilish smirk aimed at the hashira. All right, enough chit-chat. Get in your teams, Mr. Ackerman hollers. Mr. Ackerman, oh my god. The hashira and Kazuki remain staring death glares at one another. That was when Akaza speaks. Let's see who'll win this, Kojiro. Yes, indeed we will, Kojiro replies unwaveringly. The dodgeball game lasted just as long as it started. It lasted the entire class period. Everyone was playing their hardest not to receive detention for their second day of school. In the end, no one was victorious, as both classes were charged with detention for not trying hard enough. Oh my god. Yin's POV, at home. I sighed in relief, tossing my backpack aside and flopping on the couch lazily. High school has already been difficult the first time. Why am I suffering it again? My phone goes off with a message. As I take it out, it was Naeto. Naeto, I'll be home a little late. You can eat first. You, yes sir. Naeto, you don't stay up too late either. You, can't promise you anything. I chuckled at her text before turning off my phone and looking around the house. Sure, I was terrified of living here alone, but thanks to Naoto, I'm not scared. I head off to bed and repeat the same simple cycle I had started on Monday and Tuesday. Wake up, school, sleep, rise, and repeat, baby. Before I knew it, it was the end of the week. Friday already. Break hour. Yin has managed to survive her first week of high school. Well, almost. The current day was Friday, as Yin was walking to the distinct area where the hashira had told her to meet up. The hashira briefly mentioned that today was none other than Club Rush. Club Rush, example by the knowledge and response Kojo, Shinobu, and Galme, is an event where all the school clubs gather together in a large area on campus. The clubs would try to promote their clubs with the goal of trying to get new members, especially new first years to join. As high school graduates, Yin was quite excited on the idea of looking at clubs, especially since she used to be in many clubs herself, but rather she might find some of those clubs a little unique. 9 what? 9 chaotic losers plus 1 normal person? Giyu is currently offline. Oh, this group chat, by the way. Yin, I'm here. Where are you all? Gome, I'm currently with the tutoring club. Would you like to join, Yin? Yin, that's very nice of you to offer, Gome, but I can barely help myself alone with someone else. Kojo, does student council interest you? As president, I think you should suit very well. Yin, no, because student council sounds hard. Shinobu, I'm helping set up the health club. Interested in joining? Michiru, ew. Who needs clubs anyway? Just an excuse for school interruptions. Michiru is now offline. Obanai, unless it's with Mitsuri. Mitsuri, heart, liked by Obanai. Sanmi, this goddamn simp, get a room already. Sanmi is now offline. Shinobu, friendly reminder, Obanai, that this is a group chat. Tengen, we can see everything you do, and that includes your flashy flirting. Obanai is now offline. Mitsuri, OMG, no, nothing's happening between us. Ew, that was interesting. Mitsuri, sorry, I'm helping the cheerleading team get set up our booth. Ooh, are you interested in cheerleading, Yin? Yin, oh, lol, nope, I can't do anything reclining to physical activity, even if my life depended on it. Tengen, you know you should check out the fashion club. It's very flamboyant. Yin, let me guess. You the president? Tengen, well, duh. Who else would be able to run such a club of that much flamboyancy? Shinobu, you can meet and see us all at this event. Mitsuri, and just a little heads up, there are some, weird clubs. Yin, weird? Like some cult shit? Hentai? Seen by Shinobu, Gome, Mitsuri, and Tengen. They left me on scene. Yin squints surprisingly at the group chat and message she last sent. I have a bad feeling about those. Oh, I have a bad feeling about this. Yin's eyes wandered to a large crowd of students, all looking at booths and stalls. It looked like some mini festival. So, this is the club rush. I combined those two together, sorry. Yin exclaims in awe. There was a delicious aroma that caught her attention, making her way to one of the booths. Cooking club. It seemed this club was handing out free samples of toyaki, sort of bringing some first years into joining. Yin looks at the booth as a blonde-haired boy sucking on a lollipop was flipping over the teriyaki. Sorry. The second the boy and Yin's eyes met, he suddenly disappeared, dropping the cooking utensils and suddenly appeared next to Yin. Oh, Yin yelps. The boy stares with love hearts as Yin was justly reached and holds her hand. Malicious? Huh? You could go. Please let go. Suddenly an orange-haired girl comes out storming at the blonde-haired boy, hitting him with a large label. I'm gonna butcher his name, but it's, I think, Sanji. Sanji-kun, get back to work now. There was a large line forming. The boy, Sanji, I think Vismok or something like that, Vismok, snaps out of his trance, exclaiming with his heart eyes at the orange-haired girl. And Nanami, Swan, oi, Luffy, stop eating all the tokiyaki. The blonde boy scrambles back to the cooking booth as Yin makes a face. That was weird, she says, backing away from the cooking booth and accidentally bumping into someone. Oh, I'm sorry. Yin quickly turns around and sees a short, spiky orange-haired boy she had bumped into. Oh, no, I should be sorry. The boy apologized with a smile. Suddenly his eyes lit up. Would you like to be our manager? Manager? By the way, I'm going to butcher this name. Oi, I think Hin- Hinta or something? Hinta, you found someone? A stern, black-haired and blue-eyed boy exclaims. Oh my god, I can't say any of these names. I think it's Kayama? Yeah, Kayama. She looks really nice too. Where'd she go? Hanta blinks, scanning the area. Yin was pushing among the crowd of students and ends up bumping into another boy with light blue hair and blue eyes. Sorry, Yin apologized. I didn't see you there. It's okay. The boy smiles. It's not like anyone noticed me anyways. I'm sorry, what was that? Yin asked. She didn't hear what I think Koroko had mumbled at the end. It's nothing. Anyways, are you interested in being our basketball manager? His eyes sparkled. Manager? Again? Yin frowns. I'm sorry, but Suddenly, a wave of students comes pushing by and Yin is swept away once again. Not much energy. Koroko doesn't go after Yin and returns back to the Basketball Boost Club, managerless. Once separated by the blue-haired basketball player Yin comes across at the swimming club. And yes, they were in need of a manager. I'm gonna butcher this name. I'm Nagisa, I think. Are you interested in managing beautiful swimmers? The blonde-haired guy gestures to a tired, bored-looking black-haired boy. Pissed. Haruto, you're cute. He whispers. Haruko just closes his eyes and falls asleep. Managing? You mean a manager? What's up with people asking for managers? You know the cue. Yin is swept off into the sea of students at the swimming club, missed out on their chance for a manager. Yin is pushed towards a booth with a sign that read Book Club. This won't be too bad. At least they won't ask for me to be the manager, at least. Yin sighs, making her way closer to the booth. A blonde-haired boy was glued into his book, while his left and right was a boy with brown hair who was sleeping on top of a book, and a girl with black hair who was sniffing the red scarf around her neck. Oh my god. The ocean. Armin mutters creepily. The ocean. The seawater. The ocean. And I'm gonna butcher all these names. I think it's Mikasa or something. Ackerman sniffs the red scarf deeply. Oh my god, This was when Yin cue to leave. She steps away from the weird book club on time. A wave of students come flooding in and pushing her to another stall. After school club. Oh hey, it's the other shit I read. Sorry. Bakugo, please stop glaring at the other students, or no one will come by to our after-school club. A boy with dark green hair and freckles cuts off by an angry, spiky blonde-haired boy exclaiming, "What was that, Deku? Running your mouth for no reason, huh?" And I'm gonna look the other way. Yin purposely ignores the two boys arguing as she pushes along the crowd, while walking a creepy-looking booth stood out to Yin as it read, Occult Research Club. Occult? Doesn't that word mean something like with ghosts? Yin squints at the creepy sign. Not only ghosts, but the supernatural. A boy with pink hair whispers creepily. Ah! Yin yelps, stepping away from the boy. I think it's... Everyone's gonna be butchering me in the comments. Itarui Yaji, I think? I'm sorry. I hope I didn't scare you too much. Itarudi chuckles, smiling. No, it's okay. Yin looks up at Itari in the eyes, in which he was suddenly personality changed. What are you staring at like that for? Itari's eyes glow into a dark glare. Know your place. Chills curl up the poor first-year spine. I'm gonna butcher this. I think Shukuna or something. Stop it! Itori slaps himself as on the cheek, and that was Yin's cue to quickly leave this crazy ghost booth. Oh god, no wonder the Hashira didn't tell me this shit. The kid's possessed for sure. Yin sighs, rubbing her temples as the crowd pushes her along. What's next? Some hentai shit? Ooh, that's the Is that the photography club? Finally, I'm doing something normal. Photography club. Yin strides happily to the photography booth. I'd like to join. All the boys in the photography group looked at Yin, surprised. There were several boys who stood out to her, with bright colored hairs, as one specific boy with long pink hair and black sunglasses leaps over the booth. He leans close and observes Yin's face features close before turning to his club members, saying something inaudible to the girl. I've never tried it with a girl like this before. I'm sorry, what was that? Yin asks, and she couldn't hear that I think it's Yori Ayato had said. Nothing. Oh my god, I can't. Oh my god, I'm gonna be butchered. Yakuishi Kaisuke, an orange-haired boy with side ponytail beams. Here's the paper to sign up. He slides the list across the booth. Yin takes the pen and writes down her name and contact information. Once she was done, she slides the pen and paper back. The 8 boys check the paper, and while Yin is waiting, behind all the boys was a certain boy who made eye contact with her. He was shaking his head no vigorously and making an X mark sign with his hands and fingers. Was there something wrong with him? Come on, please leave this, you poor girl. It's your own good. Tuno Takashi begs in his head as he makes more X marks. All right, everything checks out. A short, blonde-haired boy smiles. I'm the president of the photography club, so please look forward for a message when we text. Okay, thank you. Yin grins, obviously of what she had gotten herself into. She waves and leaves the photography booth, pulling out her phone to text Ahashira. Yin, weird, like some cult shit. Hentai by Shinobu Gome, Mitsuri Tengen, Kojiro, Michio, Sanmi, Obanai. That was last. Now, Yin, I joined a club. Gome, congratulations. Kojiro, congrats. Tengen, I doubt the club you joined is even flashy. Mitsuri, aw, you should have joined cheer with me. Shinobu, that's great, Yin. Who's the lucky club? You, the photography club. Gome, ... Shinobu, ... Mitsuri, ... Kojiro, ... Tengen. I take back what I said before. Yin, question mark, question mark, question mark. Everyone's online. Sanmi, that stupid bitch. Obanai, she's so dumb to the point it isn't even funny. Michio, this will exactly make me cry. Yin, guys, what the fuck y'all scaring me? Giyu, explain. Shinobu, Gome. Giyu, congrats on joining the photography club. Yin, isn't there more you have to say? Giyu, a photography club? Discussed to be a sex club. So yes, you said earlier, a hentai club. Yin is now offline.